Hey, you guys, come on in, come on in. Where y'all at? Where y'all at, honey? Come on in. Come on, you guys. Come on in, come on in. Am I straight? Oh, feels a little off. So excited for today's word. We are playing what? Zero games. Zero games. Great morning, April. How are you, gorgeous? Zero games, y'all, in this season. Zero games. Let me share. You guys go ahead and share. Let me know when you shared. Baby. Ta. Ta 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 ta. Ta ta. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. If it isn't little Miss thinks she cute. Hey, Sheeta. Good morning, gorgeous. Good morning, gorgeous. Sometimes you just gotta look in the mirror and say, good morning, gorgeous. Listen, gorgeous. Look, I love y'all so much. I love y'all. So I might show out a little bit today. I might show out. I'm just gonna tell y'all in advance. I might show out a little bit tonight. No, I probably show out a lot. I'll probably show out a lot, y'all. I'm just trying to tell y'all. I'm giving y'all the heads up. Y'all can let the people know as they enter the building that Dr. V is in full show out mode this morning. Okay, listen. You know what we do. You know we get our hair did. Listen. Right. I love that song too. I love Mary J. Blige. I just think Mary J. Blige is so the bomb. And watching her evolution has just been so inspiring, right? She has definitely evolved from the hood chick that she was. Great morning, Corey. Great morning. Y'all go ahead, share the broadcast, share the broadcast. Yo, girl did her hair yesterday. What you said? I did this hair. I got through. I called myself going to listen to this jazz band play. I didn't make it out of the house. Girl, I done started taking pictures, doing reels, got that crown and sash on. I said, listen, let me go on and do this and just stay on in the house tonight. I stayed in the house, had so much fun. Me and my cousin and my nephew was showing out. Like, it was so funny. We just had fun. Just were enjoying life. I love that. I love those times. Those times are precious, especially because you need those times to build you up so that you can go to war. Yesterday, anytime you're getting ready to do something, you're always going to find yourself facing the thing that you're doing, right? So for me, I knew, listen, some of my saboteurs were trying to pop up. They was trying to come up. I had to say, oh, that's this. Okay. Oh, no, I can't do that. Oh, that's this. Oh, this is designed to get me off track, to get me off focus. This is like literally, I was finding myself recognizing what was going on. Good morning, Corey. Thank you. This last night's makeup, I just want to go on record saying that it was too cute for me to wash off. I'm just telling y'all the truth. Listen, I know I watched a video where the guy broke up with the girl because she had her makeup on for 3 days. But I promise you, if I pay $125, it might be on my face for 3 days. I'm going to touch it up, but about 3 days. I'm going to get about 3 good days of wear out of that makeup that I paid for. That session that cost me $125, I'm going to get about 3 good days out of it, okay? Listen, I am not getting ready to waste a perfectly beat face. So you can break up with me if you want to. Judge me if you want to. But I'm finna wear that makeup, honey. I'm going to touch, dab, dab, dab. I did put a little powder on. I did like this morning. I used a new makeup last night. I said, ooh, wait, ooh, that's nice. I like that. Honey, I used a new foundation. I said, ooh, girl. girl. And I'm all laid down. Y'all see her? Y'all see her? Y'all see her? Y'all see her? She done relaxed it. I'm gonna have to hit the barbershop, let them line me in the back, put my little lines back in and stuff, because I got to do a little something different. So, I just made a decision. I made a decision. Listen, and the crazy thing is, do y'all know how long that I have been planning on relaxing my hair? Listen, before my birthday. Before my birthday. But listen, I don't necessarily like doing it. So I delayed it. I avoided it, saboteur. I avoided it. I was like, oh, I don't want to do this. Well, I'm gonna do it. And I kept carrying it around with me. This is when I really don't want to do something. I carry it with me because my intention is that I'm going to do it. Well, I'll do it when I get to daddy's. Well, I'll do it when I get back home. Well, I'll do it while I'm in North Carolina. Well, I'll do it when I get back. Listen, see, this is why we got to learn to kill it. Kill those things that are interfering with our ability to be great. I could have been this cute. I'm already cute. Okay, so I don't want y'all to think I got to relax my hair to be cute. It's not that. I'm not struggling with hair identity. Listen, I can wear my hair natural. I can wear it relaxed. I can wear it in braids. I can wear it in locks. I can wear a weave. I can wear a sew-in, a quick weave. I can wear a wig. I can do any of those things and still I'm going to be absolutely fine and I know who I am. See, my hair does not define me, right? I'm comfortable in my skin. I do not relax my hair to try to look like a white girl. I do not. I don't feel like if my hair is not perfectly laid down, that I am any less attractive. Okay. So I need to say all of that because I know sometimes what we do is we assume we know people's story because of their exterior. I've never been that person that had to have hair. I've never been that person that, had to always just have it perfectly relaxed. In fact, y'all, I be struggling, when they be talking about lay your edges down. I be like, I don't like gel. I don't like gel. I don't like it because it flakes. I don't like it the way it does. I just don't necessarily like it. I'm not the one that you're going to necessarily see with the little edges laid. Probably not her. I'm probably not her. Okay. Because then you got to keep them laid down. That means you got to keep putting the gel on there. Then it cakes up. Then you got to try to wash your hair. It's too much for me. I'm just talking about for me. I ain't talking about for other people. I'm talking about for me. And when I tried to do it, it was too much. And my hair don't want to lay down, especially not in this natural state. I don't care. You can give all the best gel that you want. The firm hold, the extra firm hold, the Gorilla Glue hold. Listen, it's not going to stay laying down. I am truly African. I accept that fully about me. And my hair is my reminder that I'm African. I'm very African. It rolls right back up. Y'all see it straight today. It's laying down today, but in about a week or two, it'll rise up. Has a mind of its own. It says, listen, this is not my natural state. I reject it. I'm just saying, we've got to understand that when we look at people, you can't make assumptions about why they do anything that they do. We are good at making assumptions, right? But that's our judge. That's a saboteur, one of our self-sabotaging behaviors. We use it against others and we use it against ourselves. People who judge others harshly often judge themselves harshly, which is why they judge others harshly. They're reflecting their judgments of themselves on other people. So when you see that judge rise up, honey, you got to kill it. Kill it. Why do you feel the need to judge? I'm not talking about evaluating actions. I'm talking about judging good, bad, right, wrong. Those evaluative, those judgmental, emotional affect statements are judgments. They're judgmental. Listen, if the truth be told, you all know what it's like to feel judged. You know what it's like to feel like someone is judging you, but they don't know your situation, your story. They don't know where you've been. They don't know what you've been through. They don't know what your life is like. They don't know what you're currently dealing with, but you feel this judgment from them. And the sad thing is, A lot of times the judgments that we experience from others are the same judgments that we place on ourselves. The difference is when it comes from someone on the outside, it feels invasive and disrespectful, but you do the same thing to yourself. So what is the difference? That judge is not your friend. You got to kill it. I had to stop because, listen, your judge will make you hard on yourself. You'll be really hard on yourself. You'll, find yourself comparing yourself to other people, comparing yourself to where you thought you would be. Like, the judge takes no prisoners. Listen, the judge is like taking everybody down, pulling everybody down. That's what the judge does. So we've got to understand that these saboteurs, these self-sabotaging behaviors have to die. They have to die. No, you can't play with them. You can't say, well, because I'm concerned about how people see me, it inspires me to get things done. It's not your friend. There's another way that you can get things done without allowing the judge to seemingly make you do it. Because it really doesn't work that way. Because eventually what happens is you feel overwhelmed. And so you just don't do it because you don't think you're going to be able to do it right. Or you don't think you're going to be able to win. Or you don't think it's going to be good enough or whatever it is. And then the judge is won. See, he tries to trick you by saying, oh, I'm just here to push you to, do what you need to do. You here to destroy me. Kill, steal, and destroy. Every time you think about your self-sabotaging behaviors, you need to think about the scripture that says the enemy comes to kill, steal, and destroy. Kill, steal, and destroy. That's what they come to do. Now, if you think that you don't have any in your life, I promise you, just look in your life. Look in your life and you'll discover that all of us at least have the judge in operation. And we have to get the judge in check. Now, I'm not saying that the judge is always in control. The judge is not, but the judge is very real. And we'll have to catch ourselves when we find ourselves judging. I used to be very judgmental about women in abusive relationships. Very judgmental about that. Like, why would you do that? Like, that's dumb. That's just stupid. Like, just leave, right? That was me. And a lot of that was rooted in the women that I, in my family that I saw in abusive relationships. Even as a child, I knew that ain't right. What is he doing? Why is you letting him do that, girl? So I found myself not necessarily having a lot of respect for some of the women in my family because of what was happening to them in their relationships. It affected my ability to respect them because I felt like they were weak women because they allowed themselves to go through these things. So I watched my aunts, my mom, I watched my grandmother, and I didn't even realize my grandmother until much later. But that thing affected me when I found out that my grandfather was cheating. That thing affected me seriously. And even though it affected me as it related to him, it affected me more as it related to her. Like, why? Why are you gonna let him do that? And then actually being in the house when she confronted him. Well, she didn't even confront him. She just asked him a question. And like, he just went off on her, and hit her again and hit her again. And I'm in the other room because this is my role model. Like, that was my daddy. I loved him. Like, I loved him. That was my superhero. I was granddaddy's baby. I was daddy's girl. Like, I would always be up under him. It hurt my heart that he did that. It hurt my heart. And that night, something shifted in me. Because here it is, the man that I love, the man that I think is so amazing and incredible, he just beat my grandmother. He beat mama. They were mama and daddy because they raised me. And it affected me. And what it did was it activated this judge in me on a whole nother level when it came to women and men and relationships. And I made vows and I was like, ain't no man never get ready to do that to me because I will kill him. Look, kill him dead. kill him and go to prison, have a women's ministry in the prison, and have a whole girlfriend to protect me. People would laugh at me, but when I would say that, but I was very serious about that thing. I'm not going to be in prison unprotected. I'm too cute for that. I'm going to have some protection up in there. Now, I'm just trying to tell y'all, I'm not no lesbian, but I'm going to tell you that if I go to prison, I'm going to have some protection. And whatever that looks like, that's what that looks like. I'm going to have some protection. I ain't talking about nobody else. I'm talking about me. I'm going to have some protection. I'm too cute. I'm not going to be in there fighting nobody. I'm not going to be fighting. No, ma'am. No, sir. See, this is why I know I can't go to prison. I have to catch myself, watch myself. But those self-sabotaging behaviors are rooted in things that come from childhood. That's why I'm telling y'all, you got to kill it. I'm going to tell y'all how deep it is. I'm going to tell you how deep it is. Listen. So yesterday, I was doing the email to go out to everybody. So I'm in Word. I'm typing it up. You know, I'm putting all the information in, making sure everything is there. Why in the whole world does the thing click out and I lose everything I just wrote? Now I'm talking about I was almost done with the email. Y'all, and it was a nice detailed email. I had bring your pen and paper or journal, preferably. You know, send your results to this email address if you have any questions or any problems. Baby, let me tell you something. When that thing clicked out and that email was gone, I was like, see, every time I try to just go on and do stuff, just go on and do it, get it done, something got to happen. Something got to happen to make it more difficult. Something gets lost. It gets deleted. Something happens. And then I got to do it all over again. I don't want to do it over again. So I'm sitting here like, oh my God, I got to redo this. I'm mad. Literally, I'm so mad that I got to redo this. Okay. And I get a text from April. I don't even open the text up. I see it and I just look at it. She was like, ma'am, I haven't got my homework yet. I tried to do it earlier and it just wouldn't work. And I'm tired of stuff like this. I'm tired of it. I tried to do it earlier. It didn't work. Now April says she ain't got her homework yet. And I want her to have her homework. But I don't want to do this email over again. The problem was not doing it. The problem was doing it over again. I was angry about that. Now, I know I still got to do it, but I was pissed that I had to redo it. You see, when I tell you that the enemy comes to steal, kill, and destroy, like for real, he'll do things that he knows will throw you into old patterns if you're not careful. I had to do the email and send the email out. I said, Lord, you know me, and I need your help because I cannot allow these things that the enemy does to try to throw me off to continue to sabotage me. I can't do everything. I know that where you're taking me and what's happening is getting ready to happen quickly, and I personally cannot do everything. So I know that means that I'm going to have to rely on the people that you've placed in my life to fulfill their assignments in my life. But God, you know, I struggle with delegation because I struggle with, I don't want to have to tell you what to do. I just want you to know. Now that's ridiculous, but that's what I be feeling. Like, I don't want to do it. I just want you to know. Y'all, I'm just telling y'all about me, the things that have kept me where I am, right? So I know I have to put systems and people in place for the season that I'm in. I can't do it all. Okay. And I need help, and I have help, but I haven't used my help. So I made a decision. I said, well, listen, I'm gonna put Corey's information in here and they can contact Corey if they have questions, right? So that way I've got someone in position. So now it's getting ready to be a matter of me putting my systems into place. The good thing about Corey is Corey's a great writer, right? So I can trust Corey with the writing. So Corey she got to know me, know my voice, know what Dr. Sis say, and go on. So I'm literally having to fight those sabotaging behaviors that have held me hostage and held me back in order for me to prepare for where I'm going. You are the reason that you got to kill that thing in your life. The reason that you got to kill those things in your life is they are not your friend and they do not mean you any good. Oh, they want to couch themselves or camouflage themselves as things that help you, right? My achiever, right? Now, I'm an achiever. I'm someone who likes to accomplish things, to get goals done. But listen, I need y'all to understand something. When that is rooted in an unhealthy place, that is problematic, because it means that you define yourself by your achievements. And if you're not achieving, you feel like you don't have value. And all of these things come with it. It looks good on the outside. People on the outside like, oh yeah, Driveby, she gonna get something. She says she gonna do, she gonna get it done. She gonna make some stuff happen. She gonna achieve those goals. Listen, but then it puts pressure on you. Now you're dealing with the pressure of, I gotta get it done. I gotta get it right. It's gotta be good. It's gotta be perfect. It's gotta be that. And then now that's an extra thing that weighs on you. And so then you get overwhelmed with your desire to have it perfect, to have it right, and please people. And you got a reputation and you don't want your reputation messed up. You're concerned about how people look at you. That's your pleaser. That pleaser is concerned about how people look at you. You want people to think highly of you. You don't want your name or your reputation tarnished, or you don't want them people looking at you some kind of way. So you feel like you got to be perfect. You got to get it all together. It's got to all be done. It's got to happen now. It's got and if it doesn't, you freaking lose your mind and you stress out. That ain't God. God is not in that. So we have all of these things that we do. See, I'm convinced that my avoider is like the judge and the avoider, like those master ones. I think the avoider really kind of serves as a cover for some of the other saboteurs, some of the other self-sabotaging behaviors that I engage in. It kind of masks them. It kind of masks them, right? And so being able to deal with those things and address those things becomes extremely important. One thing about having a great mind is that it can work for you greatly, or it can work against you greatly. See, we don't just need to know what our saboteurs are. We need to know how our brain is working for us. How much of it is working for us? How much of what we do on a regular basis is working for us? We need to know that. And see, that's why this class is so important. So many people not only don't know, kind of know, but not in a quantifiable way, what their saboteurs or self-sabotaging behaviors are, nor do they know how well their brain is working for them. The beauty is you can change how well your brain is working for you. You can retrain yourself. You can kill those self-sabotaging behaviors. So one of the reasons that we often don't address things is because we feel like we can't change it. It's just who we are. That's a lie. It's a lie that that's just who you are. It's a lie. It's a lie that that saboteur tells you in order to stay rooted. It's a lie that that saboteur uses to make sure that you won't fully let go of it, that you'll keep it just a little bit. You'll give it just a little space. It's a lie. That's not just who you are. It's who you became to survive. It's who you became to address the traumas of your life. It's who you became in order to not deal with some stuff. It's who you became. but it's not who you are. Not really. I was talking to my daddy, and I was talking about like what's real, what's truth, what's reality, right? And I said, if it's not what God said, like that's not real. Like when we look at ourselves and we see the things in us that we don't like, those things that we perceive as negative, or even those things that work against us, and we start saying, well, for me, being late. People say you'll be late to your own funeral, being late. And I had to explore why am I late? I overestimate what I can get done. I overestimate how quickly I can get there. But it's not just that. Y'all know what is often at the root of my tardiness. I don't like waiting on people. Ain't that some ish? I don't like waiting on people. I would rather have people wait on me than me wait on them. Now that sounds real bad, but it's the truth. I don't like waiting on people. I don't like to get there first. I don't like it. I want you to already be in position, and I sashay in. Like that's the truth, right? And I had to ask myself, how has that worked against me in my life? How has that behavior, that approach, that philosophy worked against me in my life? Well, it definitely has, because it's not just in, meeting people or being in a place or doing something, but it's also in deadlines. Like it carries over. And a part of the deadline thing is having an excuse if you don't get something. Right? You got a deadline, you don't meet the deadline, and then, you've got an excuse if it doesn't turn out well. Right? So you build in excuses. See, these saboteurs will help you to build in excuses if you're an avoider. If you got that avoider that's operating in your life, listen, and the pleaser and the judge, like all of this stuff going, you've got to know that you've got to kill this stuff. What I know for sure and for certain is that I will not go into this next season allowing the things that have sabotaged me in the past to sabotage me now. Oh no, I'm finna see you and call you out, and I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you. You show up if you want to. Dead. Okay? Because it's time. It's time for you to step into all that God has for you and not have these same things disrupting you, interrupting you, keeping you from your greatness. But you got to be honest about it. You got to be honest about it. You got to be honest with yourself. You got to be real with yourself. You've got to do that. One of the things that I work, and this is the interesting thing about me, because I use a lot of the sage. I use a lot of, that's your wisdom, right? That's your wisdom. I use a lot of it. I'm empathetic, I'm caring. I had to get here though, because there was a time when, I'm telling y'all, I was in straight beast mode. I'm going to say what I want to say, how I want to say it. It just is what it is. You need to deal with it. Like I really, listen to me, y'all. I really had to deal with that and address that, especially with my children. Because I'm like, I know what you need to do in your life. I need you to get your life together. I need you to do this. I need you to do, like, I was very controlling. I was very controlling, very controlling. And the reality is, it's because I didn't feel like I had control over some things in my life. And so because I didn't have control over some things in my life when I was younger, I said, as an adult, I'm going to control this. I'm going to control, like I was determined to control. And that's one of our defense mechanisms. It helped us to survive some difficult things, but now it's working against us. I used to say that the part of me that allowed me to be extremely successful and to achieve success in the world of business and the academy worked against me in my relationships. It'd be the same characteristics, but when you take them into a relationship, you can't deal with your significant other like that. Like, that can't be the way you deal with them. And while there were some things that I did well, there were some things that I did, and it was manipulation. Like, so you got to understand who you are, what you're doing, and how it's affecting you. And then you got to learn how to kill that stuff off. Y'all, September is going to be a month to remember, but there's some work that we got to do so that we get everything that God has for us. I refuse. Listen to me. I'm just talking about me. I refuse to go into the new year not having addressed these things. Now, the beauty is, if you focus and you do the work in 21 days, you can change, like, you can change that. 21 days, you can change that. Now, they may not be totally dead in 21 days, but you definitely can get hold to them. I'm just telling y'all that it's time. It's time for us to take our lives back. It's time for us to take dominion. It's time for us to operate in all that God has ordained for our lives. And it means that it's some stuff that you're going to have to kill. You can't play with it. You can't be nice. You can't be like, well, I'm just going to pray. No, you got to pray and shoot. Pray and shoot. Shoot and pray. Pray and shoot. Why? The kingdom of God suffers violence, and the violent take it by force. You got to take your destiny by force. What are you doing? It's not going to fall in your lap. It's not going to just happen. You got to consciously and actively do the work on you. Kill those things that do not serve you. Get rid of those relationships that are not working for you. We got to do it. Don said, good morning. Good morning, Don. April said, it's time. Walk in what God has for you. Be complete and whole. 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 Let me tell you a misconception that people have about holiness. Ah, my God. Listen, they think holiness is just about behaviors, but the purification process, the sanctification process, is about becoming whole. WHOLE. God wants us to be made whole. WHOLE. And then we can allow the holiness to rule and reign. It'll rule differently in our life. It'll show up differently in our life. When you're whole, it's much easier to walk in holiness. And holiness is not just about behaviors. It's about a mindset. God is trying to transform our mind. That's why the word of God says, be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. Transformation comes from the mind. We've mastered the art of looking holy, but unwilling to do the work of being holy. The work of being holy doesn't start with what you do on the outside. It starts with what you do on the inside, in your brain, in your mind. We've got to understand that God gave us a mind for a reason. What are you doing with this gift that God gave you? This gift that gives you the ability to heal yourself, to bring into manifestation all the things that you desire. What are you doing with it? Are you training it? Are you using it? No, because we've allowed the church to convince us that that's new age and that's witchcraft. We don't want to do the work to understand the impact of our brain on everything about us, including our spirit. You know, your spirit can't fully operate when your brain does not believe something. You can pray all you want to, but if your brain don't believe it, you're not going to do it. You're not. You can say, I have faith, but up here, you don't believe it. It's not going to happen. We got to get our minds together. That's why Joyce Meyer's book, Battlefield of the Mind, was so incredibly popular, because people needed help with their mind. They didn't understand how to navigate it. Well, one of the beauties of studying psychology and communication and being a scholar is that God has been showing me things in research, right? That I can then take and make applicable to daily life. It's why I preach the way I do. It's why I preach in a narrative style. I tell a story. I tell the story, and then I connect the story to life. Because listen, it's not enough for you to just know what happened back then. You got to know, what does this mean for me? How can I apply this information, or what lessons can I glean from this that I can apply to my life? I'm never concerned about preaching like anybody else. I'm not going to hoop. I'm not going to, now I might holler because I'm loud anyway. But, you got to, right? Good morning, Latoya. Corrine said, how do you get a science mind to believe in the unscientific? God is very scientific. I think that's the misconception, is that God is not scientific, or God is not science. He is. And the truth of the matter is, scientists believe in things that they don't see all the time. The wind is blowing. They can't see the wind, but they know the wind is blowing. They can't see the air that they breathe, but they are breathing the air. So there are things that scientists and people with scientific minds believe in, but they don't call it, faith. But that's what it is. That's what it is. And so for me, God is very much science. God created everything. Like there's no science without him, And I don't have to convince you that God is real. God will prove himself, to people. But it's my job for me to understand the science of God. God is in DNA, like how he's laid everything out. Like, listen, science says that people who have faith, believe in a higher power, are more likely to overcome a diagnosis that is what do they call it? That they're going to die. Right? The research shows that people who have faith, people who engage in certain behaviors, are more likely to survive than other people, even with the same illness, the same stage of the illness. People have healed themselves by using comedy, laughter, their mind to heal themselves. Terminal. Thank you, Corey. Terminal illness, right? With the terminal diagnosis. We got to understand the brain is powerful. It is powerful. It is the most powerful thing in the world. It is. But what are you going to do with it? You all, I challenge you to kill it, to kill those things that are preventing you from getting to destiny, to kill those things that are stopping you. Like, there's no way in the world that you should feel comfortable not getting to your destiny, being stuck or stagnant, continuing to just go to church, but never getting true change. You should not feel comfortable with that. Now, that means, though, that, and let me correct this, because you got to put the https:// okay. You've got to do something. I don't care. I don't like just hanging out with people that much, to just hang out, and I'm not growing. I'm not getting any better. That's why I'm drawn to certain types of pastors, certain types of pastors that, got some application going on. If you just want to teach me history, I'm not going to be. If you just want to use the Greek and Hebrew words, if you just want to be cerebral in your approach to God, I'm not going to be there. Now, I don't mind some cerebralness, right? But what does this mean? What does it mean for me? Okay, yes, I know the Hebrew, I know the Greek. I can say that, I can tell you what it means, but what does it mean for my life? What is the application of it? I'm very big on application. I'm very much a transformation educator and a transformation coach. I'm all about the transformation. If you around me and you ain't transforming, you're not in the right place, because I clearly am not getting through to you, or you're not wanting what I give, right? So you need to go somewhere where you can get what you need. People around me transform the same way I transform being in the presence of God. You transform in being in the presence of God when you allow him to do in you what is necessary, and then you do your part. Literally, I've been talking about the changes I see in me. I don't have time for fake. Y'all know that about me. I don't have time for fake. I'm seeing God do some very real stuff in my life and in the lives of the people attached to me and connected to me. And it's noticeable. It's noticeable. We don't look the same. We don't move the same. It's noticeable. So, when people say you've changed, I have, and I'm going to continue to change until I am the best version of me that I can possibly be. And that's going to be my entire life. And I'm not afraid of it. But what I'm going to tell you that I'm serious about, for sure and for certain, is that I'm not going to allow the stuff that's held me back 55 years to hold me back in my 57th year. It's not happening. The buck stops here. Killing it. Deading it. Y'all know I ain't afraid. I'm not afraid of a little war now. And it's so funny. A friend of mine had posted on his timeline this preschool, and the kids were singing "This Means War" by Charles Jenkins, and I felt that in my spirit. This means war. Oh God, you done gave me another tool. What? To set the captives free, starting with me. Oh God, I'm about to. It's about to be ugly. Prepare to be sick of me, because we're getting to the root of it. We're getting to the root of it. And we're making the necessary changes and transitions in order for us to be our best selves, so that we can have happy and whole relationships. A happy and whole relationship with ourselves, with significant others, with our family, with our business associates, so that we can pursue our destiny unashamedly, unabashedly, full steam ahead, and know that we are not working against ourselves. How is it that there's only a small percentage of people who ever truly achieve success? And success is not just material things. It's not just money. It's not just, degrees, education. It's not just awards. Success is having a full, complete life with joy and peace. And, like all of those things, love, those things are incredible. And if you've got all of the wealth in the world, but you don't have that, that's why rich people kill themselves. They got the money, but they don't have peace. They don't have, their demons come for them. And what if, this just hit me, what if people who are suicidal could kill off their saboteurs, those self-sabotaging behaviors? Now, I believe a big part of being suicidal is also physiological. There's a part that's physiological. And I believe that when we can effectively change the physiology, then we can also effectively change the mentality. We can change the mind. There's some things that have to happen in our physiology. Although, listen to me, our minds can also change our physiology. That's how powerful they are. Our minds can change our DNA, how the molecules move and all that. I'm determined. to help as many people as possible get on the other side of what's been holding them back. Got to kill it. The kingdom of God suffered violence, and the violent taketh by force. And I'm taking my life, my destiny, my purpose, all of that by force. And I am. Are you? Listen, make sure you register for the No More Sabotage workshop, No More Sabotage workshop. It's more than just a workshop, y'all. I'm telling you, like, we are going in. We're not only going to identify your saboteurs and how much your brain is working for you, but we will also talk about where it came from, and how do you uproot that? How do you kill that in your life? Let's get the plan. Let's get the plan and let's go to work. Kill those things that have been holding you back so that you can get to everything that God has for you. Go to https://bit.ly/no sabotage. Single registration is $75. 25 more dollars gets you a 1 hour individual session after the class so that we can talk about next steps and how you're going to do it and all of that good stuff. You're going to want to invest in that. It's only $25 more, or you can register for you and someone else for $125. $125 is both of you. So, you get that break. And if you decide that both of you want to do VIP sessions, it's just $175. You can't beat that. You can't beat these prices. And it's only because God wants his people to have access. I want to help people. And God has me in a place right now where I just have to help people. Too many people need change, but can't afford change, but also can't afford not to change. So there's got to be a bridge. There's got to be a bridge. It has to be. So listen, I'm glad that God would use me as a bridge in this season. My prayer for you is that you would go ahead and register. We've got class tomorrow, Sunday, 9/4 at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And there's another class on Tuesday, which is 9/6. It's the day after Labor Day, 9/6 at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I don't know which class you're going to get in, but get in one of them. And depending on how those go with the demand, I may do another one. But right now, I know that those two are the two that I'm doing, 10 people per class. And the spots are filling up. So don't miss your spot. Go ahead and register. Afterpay is available. You can pay for it in 4 payments. A payment every 2 weeks, right? So you ain't got to have it all right now, but you can pay part of it to them. They pay me all of it, but you just pay part of it and you're still able to go through the class and get the services, right? So look, I know that God is amazing and incredible and he desires his very best for your life. And you are able, equipped. You got it. You can do it. Let's get it. Let's kill that stuff that needs to be killed. Let's dead it so that it doesn't have to haunt us and keep us stuck in cycles that don't work for us. Look, you guys, welcome to the month of September. Let's truly make it a September to remember. I love you guys to life and life more abundant. Be blessed. Mwah.